At 22, Melissa is a mother of two, a homeowner, a college student, a survivor of domestic violence, child abuse, and dating violence. Stories like Melissa's are not uncommon. In fact, one of the most reliable predictors of future victimization is past victimization. That's why Austin's Children's Shelter and Safe Place merged to form the Safe Alliance. We are a nonprofit organization in Central Texas dedicated to serving survivors of sexual assault and exploitation, child abuse, and domestic violence. Our goal is ambitious and simple. Stop abuse for everyone.
When I was 2 or turning 3, both my parents got shot. So me and my brother got adopted by my uncle. It was him and his wife. They had 4 kids of their own. And his wife, for some reason, just hated me and my brother.
Melissa saw her uncle abuse his wife emotionally and physically. Eventually, Melissa's uncle lost custody of the children and Melissa went to live with her aunt.
So she would always constantly do things to us, lock us in a closet. I got locked in a toolbox. It really scared me. I felt like I couldn't breathe. There'd be times I would get sent out to the doghouse and have to stay inside of the doghouse. And then she would sometimes kick us out.
While living with her aunt, Child Protective Services became involved and Melissa was removed from the home.
And I went and I bounced around from shelter to shelter to shelter to shelter. Never really got to make friends. I never got to really live a real childhood. I went to probably 10 different high schools.
Frustrated with constantly moving around the state, Melissa decided to try things on her own. Having witnessed domestic violence for so much of her life, Melissa found herself pregnant and dating someone who was abusive.
And then when I was 4 months pregnant, he ran over me with a car and broke my leg. And I was insisted that I could just, keep working and it'll all work out. But in reality, I was really, really tired.
Every day, SAFE sees overlapping forms of violence, and these cycles of violence are difficult to break. Any one person may need multiple services to heal. SAFE provides shelter to families and children escaping abuse, support to at-risk families, foster care services, housing and basic needs to victims of human trafficking, and large-scale prevention services aimed at ending dating violence, child abuse, and sexual harassment. SAFE also provides counseling and therapeutic services to survivors and their families, as well as support and forensic exams to victims of sexual assault. SAFE has a long and proud history of making a difference in changing lives in Central Texas, including Melissa's life. Melissa's caseworker convinced her to visit one of SAFE's shelters where she entered the Teen Parent Program. There, she was able to take parenting classes, attend high school, and learn many life skills that we may take for granted.
He told me it wasn't going to be like the other placements where I could only stay there for 3 months and have to move. I got to get a full-time job and not have to worry about childcare. So they helped me a lot with that. I was able to get my driver's license and drive legally. So that was great. After that, I got a good job. I bought my own car. From there, I felt like everything was starting to get better. I've seen a lot of positive things. Basically, I was independent. I saved enough money. I got my own apartment. I went to school. I wanted to get my bachelor's in criminal justice, which I'm only a couple more semesters away from that. I think none of that would have been possible if I didn't go to the shelter. Being able to sit down and breathe and not feel like, oh my God, I have to go to school right now, I have to go to work right afterwards, and I'm not getting any sleep. I was able to, sit back and say, I'm just a kid. I was only 17. I didn't expect my life to be like that at that age. So having that support was very helpful. I probably wouldn't be here now, and I probably wouldn't be a homeowner. So I'm really glad that I actually decided to stay there and get all the help.